Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're diving straight into the expert method for streaming. If you've ever pulled your hair out over broken links, endless buffering, or those super sketchy downloads just trying to watch live TV, well, you're in exactly the right place. We're going to walk through the official training protocol on securing reliable, free, and absolutely legal live TV streams. Let's get into it.
Because look, we've literally all been there, right? You track down this massive so-called free playlist online, you excitedly paste it into your media player, and absolute crickets. Or even worse, it actually loads, but then you're hit with endless stuttering, weird regional blocks, and error after error until you just throw your hands up and quit. It's a hugely common frustration, but it really doesn't have to be this way.
So, here's our roadmap for today's explainer. We'll be tackling the dead link problem, looking at approved legal IPTV sources, running through the expert testing protocol, actually loading up your playlist, and finally, troubleshooting common errors. All right, Section 1, the dead link problem. To actually deploy this expert method, you've got to understand the foundational tech we're working with here. An M3U or M3U8 file, it's really just a plain text document. Think of it kind of like a phone book. It doesn't actually contain any video files whatsoever. It just holds a sequential list of links that act as signposts, pointing your player directly to a broadcaster's live stream. This is exactly why the same playlist works across almost any app out there. And this brings us to a stark contrast in how people handle these files. Amateurs? They often chase those shady lists promising thousands of premium pay-per-view channels. But honestly, those just bring massive malware risks, endless dead links, and outright piracy, often forcing you to use weird link shorteners or download sketchy apps. On the flip side, the expert method relies entirely on free-to-air broadcasts. We're talking 100% legal, open source, reliable, standard plain text files with 0 subscriptions required. Moving right along to Section 2, approved legal IPTV sources. Over 12,000 channels. That is the massive scale of our primary approved resource. It's a wildly popular open source GitHub project called IPTV.org. It catalogs publicly available channels from all over the globe, and because it's maintained by a massive community, it's constantly being updated by real people. But here's a pro tip for you. Because a global list of that size suffers from natural decay, where streams inevitably just go offline, you definitely shouldn't load the whole thing at once. Experts filter this database. You can slice it down by specific country codes, like /US for the United States or /GB for the UK. You can even filter it by categories, like news or sports, or by language. Doing this guarantees way faster loading times and significantly fewer dead entries to wade through. Now, if the sheer volume of IPTV.org feels a bit overwhelming, no worries. Your secondary approved source is Free TV. While IPTV.org gives you that massive global breadth, Free TV is built on a much leaner philosophy. It has fewer channels, sure, but it is strictly HD focused and offers exactly one reliable link per channel. No duplicates, no clutter. It's fantastic if you just want things to work right out of the box. To round out your legal sources, you'll also want to look into FAST channels. That stands for Free Ad-Supported Streaming TV. Enthusiasts out there often maintain M3U exports of legitimate services like Pluto TV, Samsung TV Plus, Plex, and Tubi. Adding these gives you a ton of great extra content. Just make sure to verify regional availability, as some of these are geo-locked depending on where you live. Okay, Section 3, the expert testing protocol. This is crucial. As the saying goes, the single biggest frustration with IPTV playlists is decay. You really have to test before you trust. Broadcasters are always migrating their servers, which means links change and playlists slowly rot over time. So always check the GitHub last commit date. You need to make sure real people are actively maintaining the list, rather than just blindly trusting a file you found on some random 2-year-old blog post. So here is the official systematic testing protocol you need to run before you ever open your media player. Step 1, you paste your raw list URL into a tool like M3U Finder to filter and trim it down to only what you actually want. Step 2, run that trimmed list through an M3U checker. This step is honestly magic. It pings every single stream to verify its health, instantly marking them online, timeout, or offline. And step 3, you just export the working online channels. Boom, you've completely stripped out the dead weight.
And hey, if you don't want to process an entire list and just need to verify a single broadcast URL quickly, simply drop that stream URL into a browser-based web player to spot check it instantly. It is a fantastic habit to get into.
Which brings us to Section 4, loading your playlist. For everyone using VLC, which is incredibly popular for this kind of thing, deployment is honestly a breeze. You just open the media menu up at the top, select Open Network Stream, paste your freshly verified M3U URL right in there, and hit play. That's literally it. Your customized clean channel list will populate immediately. And if you're rocking a different ecosystem, the logic is exactly the same. On Kodi, you'll use the PVR IPTV Simple Client add-on, paste your URL, and restart. Or if you're on a dedicated smart TV app like TVMate or IPTV Smarters, you just hit Add New Playlist, select the M3U option, paste your link, and save. The app handles the rest. Finally, let's wrap up with Section 5, Troubleshooting Common Errors. Because the reality is, links will eventually break, and you need to know exactly how to diagnose the failure. If you get VLC's notorious MRL error, that usually means the stream is just dead, or maybe you have a stray space in your link. If a single channel fails, it's probably geo-locked, so just remove it. But if every channel is failing, that's on your end, likely a firewall or VPN block. Stuttering usually means the broadcaster's server is overloaded, so try to find a stream closer to your region. And if a channel opens but there's no picture or no sound, the stream isn't broken. Your device is just missing a local codec, which you can easily fix with a codec finder tool. But if you only remember one thing here, remember our golden rule of diagnostics. Always test a failing stream in your browser's web player first. If it plays fine in your browser, but fails in your media app, the issue is your local setup. But if it fails in both places, save yourself the headache. The stream is just dead.